Yeah, so we're here. Dan's here with me training today. We are going to do some shoulders. We're both going to be doing, we're kind of similar style training anyway, aren't we? So
kind of old school style, bit of dumbbell work in there, cables in there as well.
Big cables, yeah. We're going to do some old school movements as well. So a bit of old school, higher rep ranges, nothing, intense. I am now 4.5 weeks out, and I changed my mind on what I was doing. Dan made me see sense, looked at me and said, "Ha, you're not ready." And I was like, I know. so
sometimes you've got to be honest and tell him how it is, and if he's not ready, then it's no point getting on stage, especially at the level that he's at. You know what I mean? You're trying to get a pro card.
Yeah.
You need to be 100% on point.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we're both trying to get a pro card, and we both were competing as long as each other. So I respect his opinion. There's only so many people that I'll actually listen to, because if they're not competed to, as many or as, or looks as good as, I kind of think, whatever. But, I respect his opinion, and it kind of just reconfirmed what I know myself. But sometimes that's what you need in this sport, It's good to have a coach, but it's good to obviously have a second eye as well from somebody who knows what they're talking about. So, with my clients, I look at them, I know what I'm talking about, I can make the right decisions. It's hard to listen to people who are under you, who haven't got as much experience, who don't really know what they're talking about, and the gym's full of them. "Oh, you look good, mate. You look amazing." Yeah, okay, yeah, but that's not stage amazing, huh?
Yeah, I mean, anyone can look good in the gym when you've got a vest on, when you've got a pump. But when you strip off, we need them hamstrings separated, them glutes shredded. Yeah. Because when you're getting on stage, you can't hide anything. You're in there in some little posing trunks. Yeah. And you can see everything, so if you're not conditioned, then it's not a point even jumping.
Yeah, all the weak points come alive, and all your flaws come alive on stage, which the average bod in the gym is just not going to know, and they're not going to understand. So we're going to go through it today. We're going to teach why we're doing it, what we're doing, and the reasons behind it. I'm not going to break it down to every scientific word, because I think it's fucking boring and everybody does it, so I don't like to be the same as anyone else, So we get on with this now. Pet Deck's free, is it? No, still the old man's on it.
We're going to start on rear delts first, because majority of the time everyone likes the rear delts. Everyone does the sides first, the fronts, but if you're looking at a shoulder, usually the rears is where you're lacking the most. So start with where you're weakest, and prioritise your weak points first. Yeah,
and it helps warm up your shoulders doing rear delts first. I feel like you get a good, everything else connects better when you warm up those first and sides. So we're going to jump on that now and do that now.
So this is definitely one of my favourites for rear delts. Now you can do these two ways. You can kind of hold the dumbbells this way and come out like this. It's one way of doing them, or you can kind of keep them on a slight angle, and I just kind of like to do that with them. Making sure that you get a good squeeze on each rep.
Alright, this is an old school movement. Like Dan was just saying, you could do two ways, like this way or this way. Just whatever you feel, or alternate it each week. Don't have to be the same. Oh. Oh. Not that long ago, I actually started chucking them in again.
There's a lot of people now, they seem to do a lot more cable work over dumbbell work, and I do think cables work really, really well. Yeah. But sometimes, like the old school bent over rows,
it's hard.
Yeah, the dumbbells. Yeah. I do think they are really good. They're really good movements.
Yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't not take them out completely. Or dumbbells are good. Like you said, you can try it, alternate some weeks. I know sometimes when I set things, I want people to do the same thing, but I do always say, if you want to change the movement but hit the same muscle group, it's fine. That comes with time and more advanced. But, I can hit that muscle in 3 different angles by using 3 different ways of doing it, but you're still hitting rear delt. Yeah. But that's what gives the shape and the detail for me personally, is mixing it up sometimes. Yeah. Hitting different angles, hitting different part of that muscle. Still going to grow the muscle, still going to progress in it, but it's going to have that little bit more detail in it, different shape.
Yeah, I agree. Talk on every single set.
Yeah, we don't always talk.
Yeah, otherwise I'll just get B-roll and all of them.
Good. Yeah. Nice, Jay. 8. 9. we just done the 15, and sometimes you'll have in your head or a number and you feel like, okay, I'm gonna do that. But then you do your last set and you think, well, I got more in me, I can do more. So if you feel like that, do more. Don't ever think, okay, I'm gonna restrict myself to 3 sets and that's it. Sometimes you'll go up in weight and you think, do you know what? I can do more than that. Do the one more. You know, there's no set rule where it has to be 2 or 3 sets and that's it, okay? You gotta go by feel, and if you feel like that was light, that was easy, just do another one.
I mean, this comes to being more advanced as well. If you're a newbie getting into training and you know your coach gives you a routine to do and it's like 3 sets of 10, but then you do that 3rd set and you get 10 really easy. As a beginner, you're probably just going to leave that set and walk away, right? As you get more advanced, you need to be like, you know what, I need to do another set because that was way too light. Your last set should be your hardest set, should be your heaviest set, and you know, you want to be taking that set to failure as well, in my opinion. And I always pyramid, I always go up in weight. You know, I don't go down in weight, you know, I go up. So your endurance will get better, your strength will get better, you're gonna burn calories, you know, it's an all-rounder doing it that way. So start lighter, and every time you go up in sets, go up in weight. So, right, so let's do your 20 now. So we did the 15 and he felt that was easy. I didn't, because I'm on 80 carbs a day. I'm 100 carbs a day now, gone back up a little bit, but ready? Yeah. Let's go. 1, 2, good. 3, 4. Let's go. 8, 12. Good. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it. Woo! I don't know if I'll get that. 100 carbs, baby. I'll have a good go though. It's got really long arms.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Oh. 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 Hey. Oh shit. 12. Oh. Easy. Easy work. 3, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13. Yeah. That's just like the first tester. Yeah, 20. Big 20. Sometimes I do a feeler set, tester set, whatever you want to call it, because some days you walk into the gym, some days you're weak, some days you're strong, depends how much you've eaten, how much you slept, there's many variables. So what I'll always do is when I do my first movement on a new movement, first set, go with a lightweight, get a good feel for it. And from that you can gauge, okay, I can add X amount of weight next, because that was so fucking easy. Yeah. So then we did 12, we could have done 30 reps. Easy peasy, done 12 to 15, fine, feel it, okay. Now we're gonna bump it up to 20. So gauging by that first tester set, you can know, okay, I can lift heavier. And the rep ranges we do the same.
Anywhere from like 10 to 15 for shoulders. I feel like shoulders respond a little bit better to higher reps, a little bit more higher volume. Not saying that you shouldn't do low reps, you can do heavy on your presses and go low reps. But when it comes to like your side laterals, your isolation movements, I always say like 12 to 15 is a good number. Yeah,
going too low in reps and going too heavy, especially for shoulders, you're only going to create an injury. Yeah. You know, they're small heads. You know, it's a front head, side head, rear delt. They're only small muscles. You don't want to be pounding it with the heaviest weight, and we're not powerlifting, we're bodybuilding. So for me, 10, the minimum I ever go in reps is 8. Because I don't believe in no 4 rep, 6 rep nonsense. I'm not trying to bust up my joints and my ligaments. I'm not trying to do that. Especially with shoulders, I feel like higher volume, more response.
How many people as well do you know who go really, really heavy? They're strong on shoulders, but they've got shit shoulders.
Yeah.
I don't really go that heavy on presses. I do a lot of isolation sides, front rears, and my shoulders grow really well from that. Yeah, the pressing is good, but it's not necessary. No. I don't think you're gonna not have good shoulders by not pressing. No. Okay, because you're doing chest movements which are slightly using that. Yeah. So to me, it's not a primary movement doing a press for shoulders. Some will say it is. I don't believe it. And not many people have got better shoulders than me, so you know, so there must be something in it there, right? That's one thing I can talk about is shoulders. Don't know about calves, but hey. Good, beautiful. Let's go. 4, 5,
6, let's go. 7, let's go, come on. 8, 9, 10, let's go. 5 more, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, good, well done. Good, good reps. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. 3, that's it, fuck. It's heavier than I thought.
I'm not doing 25.
No?
I'm sticking on 20.
I could normally go up to 30s, but I just ain't got the strength now.
Like I was saying the other day that I don't really train shoulders that much. I'm starting to now, but when I was plastering, I was fucking doing this all the time, so I didn't really need to train shoulders.
Yeah.
Because they actually overpowered my arms and my back.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting back into training shoulders again, so that's my excuse.
It's good to have an excuse for. 7, 10, 11, 12, good.
You can see there when I was starting to fail, I just bring them out just a little bit. Decide what I'm going to do. We're going to go a little bit lighter for you.
Yeah.
We're going to do like 12 reps.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do is get a really heavy weight, maybe like 30s, and just do partials. Just let them hang off and bump them out like that. 10 reps like that. Your shoulders will be on fire, so I'm going to show you this now. So yeah, you get one.
This is going to be fucking hard.
30s,
Yeah, okay. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Come on.
12. 1,
Oh.
2.
Oh.
Nice.
3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9.
2 more like that. 1 more. Up.
Oh shit.
So now we're going heavy, real heavy.
Partials.
I'm just going to move it slightly out. 10 reps, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go, just that way. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just out to the side now. Just out to the side. That's it. Very small movement. There you go. There you go. Just keep it. Yeah.
I could do 8, that's it.
What did you do? 15, yeah?
10.
What did you do? 10?
Yeah, you can trust me, it's hard. One, two. 1, 2. 1, 2. A bit longer. 1, 2. 1, 2. On.
I don't even know what that is. Okay. Onto the heavy ones. So literally, just out to the side. That's all we're going to do now. Like that. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they burn. Yeah, so we're holding it a little bit higher here. I've never actually tried it this way, but it looks pretty good actually. You can see it's working all this section here. Nice. Good.
Because when I do the lower, when we do either lower here or the dumbbells, I find it hits here. When we do this, it hits here. And you can see the difference. Like if I was to do that and then that, you'd see the different part of the... So that's what it does, you know. I want to hit all the angles, you know. Some people are not thinking about that. They're just thinking, okay, let me activate rear delt. I'm thinking about how can I make that rear delt look as popping as 3D as I possibly can. And that's by hitting different angles. You stick to the same angle, the same repetitive movements. Yes, you're going to grow, but like I say, that is the fundamentals of building the house. You're laying down the brickwork from the ground up. That's beginners, first 2 years, sticking to similar movements, progressing those movements. So once you've built a good amount of muscle, now you need to refine it. You need to, how can I make that look better? How can I have that more detail? How can I have more lines? And that is by hitting different angles. You agree, or?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, as a bodybuilder who competes, you want to be looking at every single piece of the puzzle, right? You want to be taking pictures looking at physique and being honest with yourself. And wherever you're lacking, you need to really put work in there first, right?
Yeah. And then those little different movements, these type of movements are going to bring up different parts of your body that the next person hasn't got, because they're not doing that. Yeah. They're doing the basics where we're doing the artwork.
Just hitting different angles, like you said, hitting from different angles, and
Let's go.
Okay, let's try this then. So I've never tried this one before, so we'll see how it feels. So what do you reckon here?
Up there, yeah. A bit higher, finger a little bit.
Yeah.
Really go high. That's it. Right. Bend your arms a little bit though. Yeah. Really go that. Now you're cooking the house. Now you're cooking the house.
I just feel good. Hey.
Good. Nice. Nice. Let's go.
Yeah, you get a real good squeeze on these.
Because, and another reason why I like in shoulder day, I like to do 2 things for every head on the shoulder. So two front, 2 side, 2 rear. It needs a whole day of shoulders for that. Yeah, you can chuck it in on the back end of chest, do a front delt. That's fine. I've done it. I've done every way you could possibly go. But for me, to get the best shoulders, I need to be hitting more of a heavy pressing than a shaper. Heavy, a shaper. Heavy, a shaper, which we've just done. We did dumbbells, heavy. Now we're doing lighter weight, but more shaping. So like I say, you're hitting all parts of the fiber in that muscle.
And like if you look at the shoulder, we started from here, right? We're starting from the rear. Then we're working our way around with the sides. Now we're going to hit the rear again, but then we're going to go into a press to hit the front. So when you're looking at your body parts, you want to be looking at the areas, and then just like I said to you, wherever is lacking, start on that first.
Yeah.
You know?
Good.
2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. 6. Squeeze it. Nice. That's it. Good. Nice. Yeah. Good. Man, my delts feel fucking pumped.
They do, innit? Yeah. You got to feel pumped as well. That's why I like to do the higher rep ranges. You're getting forcing that blood in the muscle. You know, and the more blood, the more expansion.
The more nutrients get delivered into the area.
You see, and then you're hitting all the fibers. You know, high twitch, low twitch, every twitch. Twitching. Let's go.
Nice. You literally see it all working here. Good.
See the difference when it's working.
Yeah. I think if anyone hasn't tried this style, where you're holding it just a little bit higher up, then give it a go, because I've never tried these before, but it feels really, really good. And like you said before, it's just a different way of hitting it, a different angle. If you're always doing the same grip, which is this way, you're always going to hit the same area.
It's not going to change. It's not going to, you know. And I like to keep the body guessing. That's more of an old school thing people will say, and the new school stuff works. Yes, all the science, it all works. Yeah, of course it does. But what I know to work is when I'm killing it with these reps, the pump I'm getting. You know, people say, all I need to do is 2 sets, and that's it. That's all you need to do.
Listen, there's so many different ways to skin a cat, right? Bodybuilding, you got Dorian Yates who trains 1 set, 2 sets. You've got like other people who are high volume trainers. Listen, you just want to find out what works for you, and I feel like a combination of both is probably the best. A little bit of heavy, low reps, a little bit of high volume, high reps.
Start with the heavy shit, get the heavy stuff out of the way, because you won't have the energy going to the back end of the session. Get the heavy stuff out of the way, get the compounds, get the heavy stuff, then start doing the shaper movements that are really going to give you that round muscle look. I'm not about who's the biggest on stage, I'm about who's got the roundest, most pleasing physique. You know, that's what I like. You know, that's what I want to look like, the Dexter Jacksons, the Phil Heaths, the Flex Lewises, just the round muscle bellies.
100%. And all them guys that you just mentioned, then they train a very similar way, where they're doing a lot more reps, a lot more high volume.
They do.
Dexter Jackson, Flex Wheeler.
Even years ago, before I used to watch YouTube, I've always trained this way because it just felt instinctual, like it felt best for me. And then as people start watching more like Phil Heath YouTube and Hani Rambard, I watched Hani Rambard one day when I didn't really know who he was, and everything he taught, everything he did was what I did. Similar style. I'm like, well, if he's doing that and teaching that, I must be onto something, right?
For sure.
And the best physiques in the world train that 10 to 20 rep range. especially legs, it's a bit more sometimes, but that's another story for another day. But you know, come on, 7, let's go, come on, 8, come on, 9, nice one, big one, 10, yes. Beautiful. I do cable for side delt, yeah, but what I do is I hold it there. As I come up, I twist a little bit, and what I find is after you've done it, see this cut here?
What do you mean, like tilt your finger
like
up?
that,
Yeah,
like
I do
that.
very similar
but
myself.
When I do with a cable, and I don't do the same kind of bending my arm lifting, it's kind of straight arm, but up there.
Okay,
but what you'll find is, when you do it, the cut, this line amplifies. So like, after you've done the set, you look and go, fuck me, it looks better. Because it's just hitting right there.
Different, it's a different angle. So
and it's not heavy to do this movement. I've probably shown on some of my shoulder workouts before, but it's one of my staples I like to do, especially in prep, where you're trying to really
carve those lines in.
Yeah, push the lines in more. You know, off season you want to grow the muscle, but for me, and at the same time shape it, but more in prep is just about amplifying, volumizing, bringing the details, the cuts out as much as you possibly can. Because cuts and detail win shows, right? You know what I mean?
Separation. Nice. Yeah, I can see all the tension right there, huh? Yeah, that's good. It's good. Good reps. Nice. Good. Squeeze. 3, 4, come on. 5, 6.
12?
Yeah.
Oh. You won't be able to go heavy on that. That's as light as it fucking goes. But trust me, it's hard.
So you can see on these, I'm not actually bending my elbow that much compared to what I usually would.
Good, come on. Let's go. In the mirror, look. See the line now?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
It looks small now. No, big. The line there, I don't know if you've seen it, is black. As soon as I've done this movement, you can start to see the separation between the two muscles. So this is not a mass builder at all. This is...
But you have to be lean. You have to be lean as well.
Yeah,
otherwise, if you're not lean, then you're not going to see it.
Yeah,
so.
but do it, and then when you are lean, you'll see all that work you put in.
Yeah.
Will show.
Yay.
Good. Come on, let's go.
Yes. 2. 1, get them out. Big shoulders. Nice.
10. 9.5 that was.
Yeah. Oh, we're not counting that last one as a full one.
9.5.
Yeah. 2. 1. Yeah, it's I think it's strawberry flavour. Chemical Warfare, EAA's, very good product. 2. 3. So when you lean, you actually get more range of motion as well.
Yeah.
With the shoulder.
Yeah. And it's putting more gravity on it as well.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. There you go, see the cut there.
You see it more, even now, didn't you?
Yeah.
It just stands out a bit more. That over time, you're doing that, incorporate that into your shoulder workouts, telling you, mate, next time you get on stage, you'll see a deeper cut in the back.
Try. Yeah. Oh. To be fair, shoulders and tries for me grow really, really easy. But biceps, chest, back, they need a lot more work. But that's the joy of bodybuilding, right? You're gonna have body parts that'll grow easy, but then you're gonna have body parts that are just stubborn as fuck, and you've got to really think outside the box in order to make them grow, right? Nice. So sitting this way in the machine just to hit a little bit more front delt.
Yeah, only front delt.
So you can see, you know, it's putting a lot of strain, a lot of pressure on the front delt, which will tie into the upper chest as well.
Because when I'm training shoulders, I'm not trying to do all-rounders. To an average gym person, they do this movement, right, facing this way, and it's hitting the side and the front.
Yeah.
Because they're going up. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to lean back, and let the front delt do all the work. We just done side, we just done rear, time to hit front.
And again, when it comes to bodybuilding, what you want to do is you want to think about how the body parts tie into each other. So if you're looking at his front delt here, he wants to tie into the pec as well. So doing this machine where you're hitting the front, you're going to hit the front delt, you're going to hit the pec as well.
Give that separation. Yeah. And you'll find, which I've noticed, that even pro bodybuilders still have the problem.
Derek Lunsford.
Yeah. If you look at his chest, it merges in with his shoulders. Yeah. And to me, that just looks
perfect,
like he's been doing too much pressing.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You don't see the line.
The lines, yeah.
Because to me, he's just doing a lot of pressing, which is ended up doing all of this part. And yes, it grows, but then the cuts, the separation. I know when I get on stage, there's a deep line between my front delt and my chest. Yeah. But then there's some guys, they just don't have it. Then you look at their training, and then you understand why.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Keep the shoulders in, there you go. Yeah, hands a bit closer, there you go. Now you're cooking on gas. Good.
On the fronts, yeah, feels good. 4, 5, 6, 1, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again. Yep. Nice. Good set. Yeah, it's a good machine, this. Sometimes I know people say like, use the machine how it's supposed to be used, but sometimes you gotta get a little bit, you know, experiment with a little bit.
Look at Charles Glass.
Yeah, the guy, yeah.
He'll use a fucking leg machine for shoulders.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But all the people he trains have detail.
Yeah.
He's like me, that type of old school method, right? Yeah. Bringing out the detail, doing movements that no one else is doing, hitting different angles, right? Only gonna equate to you having
these machines. Most of these machines are made for like ergonomically for bodybuilders.
No.
So you have to get creative because you might structurally not even fit.
Exactly, and that's the thing with machines as well, is that a lot of the time you're fixed in one position. Now, if you've got a really good machine, like, and then it fits perfectly, that's good. But sometimes it doesn't really feel like that.
Yeah, so we got to edit and change it.
Yeah.
You know, we know what feels good in our body. When I do a movement, I'll feel what it's hitting. I just feel it. And if I don't like it, I won't do it. But for me, this is a good one. And you don't have to keep putting plates on and off.
Yeah.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 4. Let's go. I got you. 10. 2 more. There you go.
One more.
Come on. One more. Up. Beautiful.
Oh, man. Yeah, that burns. Feels good though. Yeah. Another thing that people like to ask as well, especially me, is like how long should you rest between sets? You know, this is another one that comes up quite a lot, and I feel like it depends on your style of training. But if you're trying to build muscle and you're doing compound movements, I really feel like you should probably take maybe like a couple of minutes extra rest.
To 2 minutes.
Just so then when you go into that set again, you've got the energy to go heavier. If you're training super fast, 30 seconds rest in between, you're not going to be able to put everything into that set, I believe.
Yeah, I always say to clients if I train them, for your last set, that last heavy set, give yourself an extra 30 seconds, give yourself an extra minute sometimes, because that extra 30 seconds to a minute, you might get those 2 reps out of that you wouldn't previous if you didn't have that little break. Now, I would rather wait that 30 seconds and get that full, you know, to failure set out.
Yeah.
Instead of rushing it and more of a cardiovascular kind of exercise and potentially miss that mark and miss doing that extra 2 reps that you could have got if you just give yourself 30 seconds.
Yeah, just don't feel like you've got to rush your exercise and rush the workouts,
but then don't cool down too much as well. Don't chill for 5 minutes.
There's a fine line. Like, let's say you're doing that isolation movement, maybe 30 to 45 seconds will be good because you're not using your whole body, right? If you're doing a side lateral, you're going to recover really quick. But if you're doing like a big shoulder press and it's really heavy, you might need a minute, you might need 2 minutes extra rest. So if a compound movement, 1 to 2 minutes, isolation movement, 30 to 45 seconds.
You don't need more than that. You want to get the pump still as well. You don't want to cool down too much. Okay, big set now, heavy set. Heavy set. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Yep. to failure on this one.
Come
One,
on.
2, 3. Easy weight. Come on. Get him up.
10.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never done them like that, but it does feel good. It's a something different, you know. Sometimes you've got to try different things instead of doing the same stuff all the time. Even though I do feel like doing the same thing all the time, for a period of time, let's say a 12-week block is beneficial, because the more you do a movement, the better you get at it, and the better you can perform the movement, the more you're going to get out of it. So yeah.
I kind of do that, but what I'll do is I'll check one new thing in. Like there'll be like a press I do for weeks.
Yeah.
There'll be a side like seated side delt I always do, but then my secondary thing would be like, okay, now I'm using a machine now.
Yeah, just to
like I might
change it
use a
up.
machine side delt or do the cable or
Yeah.
just for me, like I have my staples like progressing, and then I chuck in a different angle.
Yeah.
For me, I just find that fun then.
Yeah.
Because I get bored of the same shit every week, bro. I know bodybuilding can get boring and it's very like repetitive.
Yeah.
But you don't need to make it not fun.
Yeah.
This is the only fun thing I do. In the gym is fun.
Yeah.
The hard work's outside when you're eating and your lifestyle. This is meant to be fun part.
This is the bit that everyone can do though, right? Everyone can come in a gym. You can train 1 hour, 2 hours. It's fucking easy, right? The hard bit is the other 23 hours a day when you've got to get all your meals in. You've got to get your sleep in. You've got to recover.
Your supplements, your PEDs, you're taking, especially in prep, your fat burners, your non-stop popping pills and, and the vitamins.
Yeah.
It's never ending, but as I'm saying, try to make stuff enjoyable. You know, it's meant to be a hobby / career for us, you know?
Yeah.
It was a hobby, now I make a living from it, but, you know, for everyone at home, and it's just a hobby, don't take yourself too serious, yeah? Have some fun with it too. You know, life's not all about being serious all the time. You got to know when to switch it on and switch it off.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah? Alright. And then we'll come back to this. Yeah. So, this is a really, really good trap exercise, something that I've done for a very long time, and you don't really see many people doing it. I've seen Lee Haney do these out of a magazine years and years ago, and as soon as I included them into my routine, my traps has really, really come on. So I'll just show you what to do, right? Smith machine, you want to stand in front of it, and you want to have like a bit of a wide grip. I like to go wide, like there. You almost want to lean forward slightly, and then instead of like shrugging the shrugs like this, keeping your arms straight, I like to bend my arms and lift the bar above my glutes, so like that, all the way up. You've got to make sure that you lift it above the glutes and hold, and then back down the glutes. So
I don't do that. No.
Do you just kind of?
I kind of keep it in here.
Yeah. See, we both done different ways. For me, I prefer lifting it above the glute. Jason just likes to shrug it up like this way. But there's no wrong or right way here.
This is where I connect. I feel it more doing this. But the thing is, I'll do different movements for that part of that he's trying to hit. So I understand what he's trying to do. What I'm trying to do is lift straight. So for me, when I do straight, I get the height, okay?
Yeah.
And when I lean forward, now I'm going to turn around and do it this way. But I kind of lean back, lean forward, and then I'll hit the back part of the trap. But we all have our different ways. That's the whole point of training with people. Seeing what they do, and you know, as soon as I do a bit of trap, they just they swell up.
And then I'll switch to like maybe dumbbells or to the Smith machine, and I'll do
turn around.
Do for them from the front as well. So I want to lean forward, with the glutes. Okay, go from the front, huh?
Yeah. Good. Nice.
Come on. Nice.
The reason why we're doing this one, as you can see, is the back part of your trap, which normally can only be used when you're doing like a deadlift or rack pulls, and at the end you kind of pull your shoulders back. But on this one, we're kind of doing this movement, so it's hitting part of the trap which you don't normally hit, because when you lift up,
Nice, come on. Good, big squeeze. Yep.
Right, so that is wrapped up shoulders. It was a great session, my friend there, Dan. Love training on the bodybuilder, so I don't battle with who's right and who's wrong. More content's going to be brought out. Hopefully he comes back. He's going soon. But the plan is to come back and we're going to kill the content left, right and centre, because I want to kind of show what we do and the kind of benefits to being abroad and living in a different country, and showing the kind of mental state that it will bring us, and the positivity and just being the best version of ourselves. You know, back home things can grind you down and people can grind you down, but here we feel a little bit happier. That means the body can respond better. You've got to be happy in life, yeah? Mind, body,
there's a lot more
soul.
stress at home. Like here, the weather's good, the food's good, the gym's really good.
And there's no real attitude. No one's like down in the dumps all day. So you can be the best version of you. And me myself, if something's not working for me, if I'm not in the right environment, something tells me I gotta change it. And if you don't change your environment, don't change what you do, and you're not progressing in any way, look at yourself, change something. You can never do the same thing over and over again and never get nowhere, but seem to think that's still going to work. Yeah, sign of madness. Right?
100%.
So loads more content coming from us. Subscribe on the YouTube, you know the deal, all of that jazz, and stay tuned for more content coming from me and Dan here. And looking forward to it. Next, I think we'll be going to. Hopefully, you come back when I do my show, when we can do the whole day. The day before, the carb up, because I did it for my last show in Bangkok. Seeing how flat I looked the day before, carb up, how good we look. So hopefully you're back for that. And a bit of moral support as well, you know, because for when you compete next year, I'm going to be there every step of the way. Let's just hope that you come back in time. I know it's difficult moving country. I just hope he's back in time so we can show some real content of what it takes and what the lead up of that week of a show is. It's not easy. There's a lot of variables. But at least we can go through it and explain what's involved, so you guys at home can see whether you want to do that or not. It's not easy, okay? Trust me, it's not easy. It might look all sun and roses.
It looks easy, but it's not.
Yeah. All right. Okay. But yeah. So once again, stay tuned, and we'll see you again. All right.